We entered our vintage John Deere Wagon in this year's Beaver Creek 4th of July parade here in Rimrock, Arizona. We were pulling a tractor with a farm all-in attended by two Ford 8-inch tractors, and it presented quite a sight. After passing the judge's stand and pulling a little bit of a hill, one of the front steel rims came off and fell in the middle of the street, forcing us to abandon the wagon. Fortunately, we passed the judge's stand, and we looked pretty good going on down Main Street with the three tractors. We realized we were going to have to replace the rim on the wagon. When we took the wheel off of the wagon, set it on a horizontal work surface, and took the rim off of the wheel, knocked the felloes out a little bit. They have dowels inside. We manufactured an oak shim to go in between the felloes. The rim is buried in the coals here, and we've got these sheets of plywood over the top, which are reflecting the heat back into the interior of the fire. And here then is the wheel. We've got it pre-dampened, and here is the shim. There is an index mark right here. We've also made an index mark on the rim. We're heating up the rim now. We've already tried it one time. The rim formerly was painted, and we didn't get the rim quite hot enough to even burn the paint off. You know, our target was to raise the temperature of the rim 500 to 800 degrees above ambient. Well, I don't think that we had it quite that hot. Here is Marty. We have got her heated up.
Yeah, if you don't keep the water on it, it starts to burn the wood.
Yeah, so I don't know, you might go round and round and round with it. And funny enough, when we did it before, I kept thinking it's never going to shrink, and then right towards the end, it's just shrunk down and got really tight.
And where are the other three wheels you got to do?
Well, we already did one. The other two, these were off the front, and the front wheels take more of a pounding because they're absorbing the turn. And so we had, because it's been so wet here, we had one heck of a time getting this rim off because everything had expanded. So
you got a wagon you're going to put together?
Yeah, well actually, I had the wagon, he bought it. He is starting a Chuck Wagon business down in Phoenix. He bought the wagon to turn into a Chuck Wagon. It was an old freight wagon. Then I had promised him that we would reset the rim. He's also got interest in draft animals, which means that he's probably going to be pulling this wagon. And we had this wagon in the 4th of July parade here, and the tire came off the rim. That's how I knew that it needed to be done. I had never done this before. I mean, the average guy isn't going to think that he can do this. We decided that if cowboys could do it, we could do it.
Yeah, I used to do it out in the prairies.
Yes.
Break a wheel or something.
Right, yeah. Well,
they'd
so
usually carry a spare, but they had to do it occasionally. And then a lot of problems they had, it was so dry, the wood would dry out, and they'd have to drive in the creek and let it sit there all night.
We're beyond that, though. This wagon had set out for many years outside, so that it was time to get everything tightened back up again.